Hey guys, it's Kelsey here. I have another episode of Cooking with Kelsey for you today, and I wanted to show you guys one of my family's favorite recipes, and that is peanut brittle. First, let's take a look at what you're going to need. With my clock going off. Light corn syrup, vanilla extract, baking soda, butter, sugar, and this is important, make sure you get raw peanuts, not cooked or toasted or unsalted or anything like that. Make sure they're raw peanuts, and we're using Spanish peanuts with the shells still on it. And then also you're going to need 2 cooking sheets and a big pot. First off, you're going to take a little bit of butter, and I just put it in a paper towel so I don't get my hands all greasy, and you're going to want to butter your cookie sheets. And just for when we pour the peanut brittle onto the cookie sheets, it's easier if the pans are a little bit warm. So I'm just going to leave them in the oven at about 200 degrees while I'm preparing all of the candy. First, you're going to make a pre-mixed solution just to set aside, and you start with a teaspoon of water, a teaspoon and a half of baking soda, and then a teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay.
Next, you're going to take a cup and a half of white sugar. Got to get all of it there. A cup of water. And a cup of your corn syrup. And then just combine that on the stovetop and heat over medium heat. When making candy, it's really important to have the temperature be exact, so I would recommend using a laser thermometer. These are really accurate and easy and clean, a lot better than using just like a regular thermometer to dip into the solution. And you can get these at Sears or any hardware store. So stir your mixture occasionally and have a pound of peanuts and 3 tablespoons of margarine or butter ready, because when your solution hits 240 degrees, you're going to want to pour it in immediately. So we're at 211 and we're getting pretty close to 240, so we have our peanuts and butter right here. We've reached 240, so we're adding the margarine or butter and peanuts. And from this point on, you're going to want to stir constantly so the candy doesn't scorch. And as soon as it reaches 300 degrees, we're going to turn the heat off and add our little solution right here. You might want to just kind of mix it up because the baking soda settles to the bottom. Alright, we've reached 300, so we are pouring in our solution and stirring immediately.
Turn your heat off.
Oh yeah, and turn your heat off right after you pour it. Or right before you pour it. And then you're going to want to pour immediately into the cookie sheets. You just want to do about half on each one. And try and kind of spread it out if you can, because you want it to be as thin as possible. Now we're kind of just spreading it out as much as you can without breaking the candy apart. And the thinner it is, the more crispy it'll be. And you definitely want it to be crispy because peanut brittle is not as good when it is chewy. Alright, although you can still eat it warm, it's easier to break apart when it's cool to the touch. So I've let mine cool down for a little bit, and you can just go ahead and kind of push it around until it comes off the cookie sheet, and then start breaking, because it's brittle! Yay! Ooh. And it could fly across the room, so be careful. I hope you guys enjoyed this peanut brittle recipe. It'll make about 2 pounds worth, so that's just enough to split up and give to your friends for the holidays, and of course, keep some for yourself. Have a good holiday, you guys. Bye!
Go ahead and have a second bite. Keep eating until it's all gone.